Welcome to another edition of Rust Rants, where I come on and I go off about, well, whatever's honking me off today. So today, this is going to be a non-sports related Rust Rant because the other day, the SheHulk trailer dropped, the new streaming show from Marvel that's going to be on Disney+. And after watching that trailer, I'm convinced that Marvel has pretty much used up all its magic from Avengers Endgame. Okay, you know what? Maybe not. They used up all their magic in Endgame because I did like Spider-Man Far From Home, and I really, really liked Spider-Man Spider-Man No Way Home. That was a really good movie. But other than that, we had the Black Widow movie that everyone was yammering for, and I think that came out about 5 or 6 years too late. A lot of the Marvel streaming shows on Disney Plus just don't look interesting to me. WandaVision, Loki, none of them really captured my interest. And even if they did, well, I don't have Disney Plus anymore because I dumped it after the whole Gina Carano debacle. So now we have She-Hulk, and just what's the rationale for this show? What's the point of it? The trailer, I don't know. I'm trying to piece it together because it starts out with the main character, Jennifer Walters, saying she's a successful lawyer and she has a great life and great friends and everything is coming up roses for her. And then, from what I can gather, she wants to become She-Hulk. Not because there's some major threat hanging over her head, just because. And her cousin, Bruce Banner, aka the Hulk, well, he just goes along with it. Then we get a voiceover from Jennifer Walters, who's played by Tatiana Maslany, who some people might remember from the show Orphan Black. So she says how she wants to be an anonymous lawyer. But then we see her showing off herself as She-Hulk to the world. So, which is it? Do you want to be anonymous or do you want to be famous for being She-Hulk? Then we get a scene where one of Jennifer's friends is saying, hey, now you can be a superhero. And Jennifer's reply is, well, superheroes are narcissistic billionaires. I don't recall Bruce Banner being a narcissistic billionaire, or Captain America, or Black Widow, or Scarlet Witch, or Falcon. Now, Tony Stark, yes, when he started out in the first movie, he was a narcissistic billionaire, but then Tony Stark literally saved the whole flippin' universe in Endgame, sacrificing himself in order to do it. I just don't know. I just don't know what the deal is with this trailer. A trailer is supposed to pull you in. It's supposed to get you interested in this show or movie. But when I saw this trailer, my writer's critique hat came on, and all I could do is sit there and go, why are they doing this? Why are they doing that? And that's not the way to get someone interested in an upcoming show. But this just seems to be part and parcel for the MCU post-Endgame, where Kevin Feige is putting more emphasis on having more female superheroes, which I have no problem with. And there are quite a few superheroes from the Marvel Universe, female superheroes, that we haven't seen yet that I would like to. In fact, I would have loved to have seen She-Hulk in some of the MCU movies before now. But I just don't like the way they're doing it. I think they're going about it the wrong way, where from what I'm seeing, the recent crop of female superheroes in the Marvel shows and the Marvel movies are these super smart and amazing and super strong women who seem to have no flaws, and it looks like they're also sidelining the male characters in their own shows like Loki and like Moon Knight, and also make those male characters look inept along the way. Or you just get a bland, overpowered character like Captain Marvel, who comes off as distant and just really wasn't challenged a whole lot in her movie. That's what I saw. And don't even get me started on Jane Foster being Thor in the upcoming movie Thor: Love and Thunder. But Marvel and Disney just think this is going to appeal to the female demographic, and I don't think it is, because fans, both male and female, we just want really good characters. We want good female characters who show that they are strong without anyone having to tell us they are strong. Basically, they're strong on their own merits, and we can all see that. And they work well with a team. They are on equal footing with their male counterparts. And the thing is, we've had that for the last 30 years in entertainment. You go back to Princess Leia, Ellen Ripley, Sarah Connor, Major Kira, and Jadzia Dax from Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Two of my all-time favorite characters in the whole Star Trek franchise. Ambassador Delenn and Commander Ivanova from Babylon 5. Even in the G.I. Joe animated series, you had Lady J and Scarlet kicking butt and being on equal footing with all their male soldier counterparts. And best of all, you didn't have the writers of those shows and movies having to degrade male characters in order to make female characters look strong. Again, they were on equal footing. Now, is the same going to happen with the She-Hulk in this She-Hulk show? I guess we'll have to wait and see, but looking at that trailer, I'm just thinking to myself, why can't they just stick with the original origin of She-Hulk from the comics, where Jennifer Walters was a lawyer on a mob case. She got shot by a hitman, and the only way for Bruce Banner to save her was with an emergency blood transfusion with his gamma-energized blood, which ultimately turned Jennifer Walters into She-Hulk. Now you have a good story with a woman who probably did not ask for these powers, didn't want these powers, and now she suddenly has these unexpected powers, and how does she deal with it? And I just feel like they're going to ruin this show and this character, and it bums me out, because back when I was a big comic book reader back in high school and college, I loved She-Hulk. I thought she was a really cool character, and she was very integral in the Marvel Comics universe. She was part of the Avengers. For a time, she replaced Ben Grimm on the Fantastic Four. She was also part of the group of superheroes that got brought to Battle World in the first Secret Wars comic. I loved She-Hulk. They did a great job with her character in the 80s and 90s in the comics. And I just hope they don't make the She-Hulk on this show as unlikable as they did with Captain Marvel in that movie. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see, huh, folks? Well, hey, time for a word from our sponsor. Does your toilet have rings that always need cleaning? Do you have hard water spots on your shower doors, calcium buildup on your faucets? Just imagine what all of that is doing to the inside of your washing machine, dishwasher, refrigerator, your hot water heater. What about the pipes inside your body? Buy a filter or be a filter. You can have clean, mineral-rich water without the buildup of unwanted toxins in your body and throughout your whole home. Call Vicki Johnston today at H2O Health and Water Solutions, 928-899-7504, or stop in and see her at the Prescott Gateway Mall. Well, folks, that's going to do it for the latest edition of Rust Rants. Hey, be sure to follow, like, subscribe to all of KYCA's social media: Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, Instagram, Vimeo, and along with smashing that like button, be sure to leave your comments about this Rust Rant, and you can also check us out on KYCA.info. Till next time, folks, have a good one.